Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Wanna go over some free stuff available right now, including a free game available directly on Steam, another awesome free game available over on the Epic Games Store to commemorate the announcement of another game. And speaking of announcements, definitely want to highlight some of those coming out of the Game Awards, and I do want to take a quick look at some of the games available as a part of the Game Awards sale over on Steam. That's going to be available for the rest of the day, so we'll go over that at the end of this video. But first up, Draw Slasher is available free right now over on Steam, so this is already a super cheap game. It's going to be available free for the next week, but it is a $2 title that is, again, now free. Draw Slasher is noted to be a unique, demanding, and dynamic action-packed beat-em-up, and you only need a mouse to play. Cut, slice, snip, sever, chop, shear, and trim hordes of pirate monkey zombies. Game has a mostly positive reception on Steam, 72% positive based on 99 user reviews. So if you do want to grow your Steam library a little bit, it's going to be free until December 20th, so add that now. Also available free right now through the Epic Games Store. However, this is such a good freebie that I do have to mention it. The Wolf Among Us, a Telltale game series. The Wolf Among Us is absolutely awesome. It's done by Telltale, of course. And in my opinion, as much as I love The Walking Dead, as much as I love Tales from the Borderlands, I thought The Wolf Among Us was their best outing yet. It was just a tremendous game. The main character is so engaging. The world itself is filled with compelling characters, and there's a lot of decisions that you have to make throughout the game, just like any other Telltale game, but there are real ramifications throughout the story of the game, and a lot of the choices are difficult choices, and that really adds to the overall engaging element of The Wolf Among Us. Typically $15, hasn't been going on sale all too much recently, but if it does go on sale, it'll be like $6 and change. But again, it's available free right now on the Epic Games Store. Now, you might be thinking that's kind of a random game to offer for free. Well, it went alongside the announcement of Telltale confirming The Wolf Among Us 2. Yes, a teaser trailer was shown off at the Game Awards yesterday, and this had me so excited. The Wolf Among Us 2 was announced previously. However, obviously with all the ongoings of Telltale, we thought that the game was never going to see the light of day, but now we know that it is going to be happening, and it will be developed by Ad Hoc Studios. Telltale has partnered with Ad Hoc Studio, a creative house formed by former Telltale Games employees and focused on interactive narrative, to resume work on and co-develop the second season of the award-winning The Wolf Among Us. The title was revealed during the Game Awards. The Wolf Among Us 2's development was interrupted when Telltale Games ran out of money and shut down back in 2018, and in August, Malibu, California-based LCG Entertainment completed its purchase of the Telltale Games brand assets and technology with the intent to revive the original company's back catalog of games and to develop new works based on the company's popular licensed intellectual properties. The Wolf Among Us 2 is the first new game to be announced since the purchase and is licensed by Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment on behalf of DC. Here's where things get a little bit dicey. The game will initially be released for PC as an Epic Games Store exclusive, and it will be available on consoles. So yes, with Wolf Among Us being a freebie on Epic Games Store makes a lot of sense on how all of this is coming together, and Wolf Among Us Season 2 being an Epic Games Store exclusive initially. It will ultimately eventually come out on Steam. We're now seeing some of those EGS exclusives from last year making their way over to Steam. Hades just came out on Steam. Borderlands 3 will be out early next year, and ultimately, hopefully, the majority of games will be available on Steam. They noted, quote, "The Wolf Among Us is one of the most beloved titles in the Telltale catalog, so we are thrilled to announce that development on Wolf 2 has again started and assure all of the series' fans that it is in good hands." That was coming from Jamie Odely, the CEO of LCG Entertainment and Telltale, in a statement, and it was continued by saying, quote, "Partnering with Ad Hoc Studio enables us to work with many of the key creative and development talent from the original Wolf series while strategically growing the new Telltale." The Wolf Among Us 2 storyline comes after the events of the first, but it is still a prequel to the events of DC's Vertigo, Fables graphic novels, and it will be coming sometime, hopefully in the near future. I would imagine sometime in 2020, but ultimately I hope we do find some clarity in the coming months. In the case of it being an Epic Games Store exclusive, look, I would be upset about it, but The Wolf Among Us 2 just happening in general, that is going to make me happy, and if they did need the clarity, if they did need the financial backing, and they needed that upfront money to make this game an Epic exclusive for a little bit, so it's going to remedy the issues of it being, you know, a budget disaster or anything like that, hey, I'm all on board on that. We know the history of Telltale. We know what's happened with them in the past, and a lot of you guys, you usually don't even buy these games when they come out. You usually wait for the season to be completely finished, and then you wait for a sale on top of that. So really, is waiting 9 months, is waiting a year going to be a big deal for you guys? At the very least, they're going to get their upfront money. They're going to make this game a success, and ultimately, that's what I want out of The Wolf Among Us and any Telltale property that does come out in the future. I just want them to be successful, because outside of The Walking Dead, we know know that for whatever reason, the Telltale games just have not been financial successes. That's why they shut down, but hopefully now with a different business strategy, hopefully with this money upfront from Epic Games, we can make these games into successes. I know it would be great if the game was available on Steam from the get-go, but again, just because the game is happening, that has me excited. Alright, moving on from that, another major announcement coming out of the Game Awards, Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. God, was I excited for this. This is being done by Ninja Theory, and I was a little bit upset when Ninja Theory got acquired by Microsoft, and the first game that they announced was Bleeding Edge. I'm sorry, that game does absolutely nothing from me. How you acquire a studio like Ninja Theory, and the first game you have them reveal is Bleeding Edge, that was just a gigantic downer. I understand that it was probably a game that Ninja Theory wanted to work on, and from their standpoint, fine. And apparently it was already in development, but from a consumer standpoint, knowing what Ninja Theory is all about, all of their great action titles, to see a game like Bleeding Edge, that was just such a big downer for me. But now to know that they're working on Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, a follow-up to the excellent Hellblade Senua's Saga, hell yeah, sign me up for that. That is going to be tremendous, and that is going to be coming to the next-gen Xbox, the Xbox Series X, and it will come to PC as well. At least that would be conventional thinking, given that Microsoft is putting all of their first-party titles on PC. I imagine that Hellblade 2 Senua's Saga would be right in line. We only got a brief trailer. Apparently it was all in-engine, however, and if this is the type of visuals we're getting next generation, that is pretty ridiculous. Ultimately, we'll see how the game looks with the final product. I don't want to get my expectations too high and get something like Killzone 2, get something like some of these other games that have been revealed in previous generations, and then visually, they turn out to be a little bit of a downer. I'm sure they're going to look really good, and if it's available on PC from the get-go, it's going to look really good on there as well. Lastly, I do also want to know that Gears Tactics has been officially confirmed for April 28, 2020. It will be a fully priced $60 game. However, with how epic Game Pass is, and now the value of it is really going to start to show with games like Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2, Gears Tactics, and Microsoft really hammering down their first party, and they're going to be creating a lot more compelling first party titles. Ori and the Will of the Wisps is going to be another major first party Microsoft title in 2020. Game Pass is only going to be getting better and better from a value standpoint. It is eventually going to grow into a $10 a month subscription service on PC, so that is something to be mindful of. But considering we're getting games like Hellblade 2, Gears Tactics, which looks like a little bit of a cross between Gears of War and of course XCOM, hey, it looks alright. It's not going to be up everyone's alley, but Gears is a name franchise to some degree. I feel like it's lost a lot of its luster since the end of the original trilogy. After Gears 3, with the release of like Gears Judgment, Gears 4, the series definitely isn't as popular as it used to be, but it still has some cachet, and for them to try something different with Gears Tactics, hey, we'll see how that turns out. The VGAs also brought with it a bunch of other announcements, but those are the three that I wanted to highlight. And speaking of the VGAs, I do want to note that the VGA sale is still going on Steam right now. Red Dead Redemption 2 seeing its first discount only a week after its initial release. It's 20% off for $48 on Steam. Not a bad deal for that. And the game was actually marked as mostly positive on Steam based on the Steam reviews. It actually dipped to 60% positive and a mixed reception just because people are upset about the fact that the game went on sale right after its release. I can understand that, but giving the game a negative review over that, I don't really know about that. Is that really the right way to get your message across? Whatever the case may be, if you did want to pick it up at a sale, there you have it, and it goes to show what I said from the get-go. They probably got their money from Epic Games. They got people to buy it on their own launcher. Now they release it on Steam, and right away, no time wasted to discount the game as well, and you damn well know that the game is going to be discounted during the Steam Winter Sale, and they're just going to be reaping in all of that residual revenue. Probably the best route for Rockstar to go from a financial standpoint. Also, Resident Evil 2 is discounted. You can get that for $19.79. Disco Elysium, 20% off for $32. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, the deluxe edition of that is 10% off. Witcher 3 down to $15. Devil May Cry 5 down to $19.79. No Man's Sky 30. Dragon Ball FighterZ down to $15. Plague Tale Innocence down to $22.49. Resident Evil 7 down to $15. Frostpunk down to $12. That's a really good deal. Gears 5 down to $30 if you don't want to sign up for Game Pass for whatever reason. Just a lot of great deals are available. Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice, that's available for $10.19. So definitely some really good stuff as a part of the VGA sale. So that's going to conclude this video. Again, get Draw Slasher free on Steam. Get Wolf Among Us free on the Epic Games Store. Wolf Among Us 2 is happening. Hellblade 2 is happening. Gears Tactics is out April 28th. And Steam has got a pretty good sale going on right now. By the way, Doom down to $6. That's a really good deal as well. That's going to wrap up this video. If you guys have a request for a future video, You can leave that in the comment section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.